Hey everybody, it's Bill. Hope you've had a good end of the week. I am actually here on campus for the first time in the semester and looking forward to getting together again next week. A couple house cleaning things. I mentioned the other day that I will be in upstate New York on next week. So both of our classes next week will be online. Those of you that would like to go to the Black Box Theater and be able to have class with your colleagues on Thursday, you can do that. But please remember that the Tuesday class is online for everybody. There is no class in the Black Box Theater. So we had an opportunity to start to understand design thinking and the principles and the mindsets for that over this past week. And this week, you've got an opportunity to help practice this idea of social presence. And I've asked you to put together a forum post. If you take a look in Moodle under the first week, you can click on that link for the forum post. And I have put an example that I wrote for myself for the semester that's there as well. One of the things that I would encourage you to do, that is, you're considering your goals, and the things that you need is that you add some detail. These are not one word or short sentence answers. We're looking for you to introduce yourselves to the group in a little bit more detail, and in particular about these issues in the class. So I would encourage you to add some detail, and we'll get into that a little bit later in the semester as we're talking about capturing our experience and telling stories. Looking forward, we're going to be getting into the actual designing your life text. So I've given you the introduction to read that'll give you some of the mindsets that we will be using in the designing your life text. I think that you'll see some similarities to some of those that I shared earlier this week. And in particular, what I've asked you to do is to be able to define and apply those 5 or 6 mindsets to your life, or how you might apply them to the course. And we'll get together and we'll discuss those in class on Tuesday. The other thing that I've asked you to do is to read the article by Pisano, where he starts to define in a little bit more detail the difference between just failures for the sake of failure and the productive failure. And in going through the brainstorming activity this week, I saw a lot of you did address that issue with failure. And I think that this article will be helpful in defining the type of failures that we think are productive and not viewed negatively as we try to build our service-centered community of confidence. The other thing that we'll be doing this week is we will start to begin your exploration and your reflection on where you are in doing this idea of the dashboard. And so we will be taking a look at where you are, and you'll be kind of grading yourself in 4 areas and sharing that. And that'll kind of tee us up as we continue to take a look at where we are in a class and put together that classroom community. So looking forward to getting together. I think we're off to a pretty good start. I hope you have a good and a safe weekend, and I will see you online on Tuesday.